Well, hello, darlings. Did you really think I wasn't going to review Cheraye's fragrance, Elan Noir, with Navitus Perfumes? Girl, of course I was. As soon as she said that she was going to collaborate, sign me up. Sign me up. I'm going to buy it. I didn't care. I didn't care about the notes. I didn't care about nothing. Because I love Cheraye. I love Cheraye. So, of course, as usual, I'm going to give you my thoughts and feelings on her brand new baby. But if you're new here, hey, I'm Chi Chi and I talk about all things lavish but logical. So if that's your sort of thing, go ahead, subscribe, make some friends in the comment section, and follow me wherever I am off this platform. Shout out to Navitus. I feel like y'all been hearing me because, number one, you slowed down on all the releases. I love that because like a year or two ago, you were bombarding us with back-to-back releases. So thank you for slowing it down just a touch. And also thank you for bringing back the 30% off during a launch. Thank you. You know, I like to save money, so I am very appreciative of that. Now, if I may take 2.5, but I probably will take 3 to 5. But this release hits so much closer to home because Cheraye and I started our channels around the same time. I might have started before her. And we both were talking about luxury, you know, Louis Vuitton this, Chanel that. You know, I wore my Dior earrings because one day I was thinking about these Dior earrings and she had them on and I was like, I gotta get them now. See, so, influencing. I feel like it hits a little bit differently because it's one thing to see be a supporter of someone. It's another feeling to be a creator and, mutuals. But it's a whole different feeling knowing that person is in your class. Like, real talk, there's not a lot of people who started when we did that are still consistently putting out content. I feel like a proud mama bear. Like, it's just like, I'm so incredibly proud and just inspired, motivated. I'm genuinely happy for you, Cheraye, because to see that, when we first started, the only thing changed about us is the camera quality, honey. So to see us going through it from like jump, and I was one of her early supporters, and just to see the evolution of Cheraye, we both pivoted to fragrance, and just to see that shift and seeing her channel blow up and to the point where she has her own fragrance, it just hits a lot differently for me personally. So I just wanted to take the time to say I'm so happy for you, Cheraye. I'm so proud of you. You worked hard and you deserve this, girl. Like, we didn't get a chance to break bread at Sin Explore. I will be going this year just in case you do happen to stop by, because we got to make this work, okay? We did meet and I love that for us, but I need to spend more time with you, darling. Unless you're a content creator, you really don't understand when you've seen the journey, and not all of us are going to be at the tippity top. It's not possible. But I like rooting people on. Y'all know me. I support when I can. So it's just a indescribable feeling. So I don't want to take too much time because I know y'all are here for the fragrance. So if I didn't say it, congratulations, Cheraye. Okay, enough of the mush. So this is the beautiful packaging. It's the standard one. I'm sorry it's being blown out. Maybe I can show it there. I already knew with Cheraye, if she did anything, it was going to be white and gold and a touch of black. And so I was not surprised when it came to this packaging. I was like, yeah, this Cheraye, hence why I have on a white shirt today. So here we have a white box. I think she's the only person to have a white box. I could be wrong, but here we have it, full presentation. And here is her baby just sitting up right, cute and everything. And this is Elan Noir. So this is Elan Noir, and as you can tell, she has a dent already. When I first got it, immediately sprayed it. The only thing I knew is that it was Cheraye, because I did watch her video. If you know Cheraye, you know it will probably be Cheraye, because she loved her down. She loved her some Tom Ford Lost Cherry. And It does not smell like Tom Ford Lost Cherry. Let's start there. It does not smell like it, okay? But it is definitely a different vibe, different cousin. Like, there's a lineage to it. The cherry is from the tippity top to the very bottom. You smell it throughout the entire life of this fragrance. Does it smell medicinal? No. Does it smell like too, like, candy-ish? Absolutely not. This is for a grown, classy woman. There is nothing childish about this. There's nothing like cutesy, like in a little girl kind of way. Like, we're not doing that. This is for the elegant woman. So let me paint the picture, because I know that y'all love that. So I'm just gonna use Cheraye because it might as well. Okay, you've just finished an afternoon of shopping, possibly even fragrance sniffing, okay? And then her guy calls her, ring, 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 and he's like, oh, where are you? She's like, I'm in Beverly Hills, darling. So he's like, stay right there. I'm going to come get you. So he meets up with her, and all of a sudden they go to a nice little restaurant. It's not dark out, okay? It's like 5, maybe 6 o'clock. And they go to like a rooftop, like, dinner situation and have a lovely time. You're like, oh my God, what about my car? He's like, don't worry about your car. Don't worry about that, you know? And you have on a beautiful white dress already because you've been frolicking. You've been frolicking, okay? And you have a dinner and you're already back home at 9 o'clock, okay? This is that fragrance. This is a gallivanting, diddly-daddling. That's this fragrance. I get so much cherry, and I get like a sandalwoody type vibe. I think that's in there, but I can't remember. So is it? Yes. Okay. So top notes have orange blossom, French blackcurrant, and cherry. Heart notes of peach, sour cherry, and Turkish rose, and base notes of sandalwood, cherry liqueur, and Madagascan vanilla, with the perfumers being Bertrand de Chafford and Vincent Record. So I 1000% get cherry, top to bottom, and I really, really get that sandalwoody vibe. So that's what gives it a little bit more differentiation to me from like a Tom Ford. Now, is it enough for you to include both? Absolutely. I feel like this is more of a daytime appropriate, moving into the evening type of cherry. I really, really like it. I really enjoy this fragrance. I wore it literally for a week and a half, I think, I want to say. Wore it every day. Didn't wear anything else except for this fragrance. Now, as far as projection, longevity, she does have longevity. I could not smell it though. And this is why I like to test fragrances at work, because we had a team meeting and I was actually late to it because I had a meeting before it. So I walked in, and at the time I didn't know that my coworker can smell it. So I didn't feel like working after this team meeting. So I was like, let me just converse with the rest of the team, because I don't do that, okay? And my coworker, who was in the second meeting, she's like, oh my God, I wanted to tell you, your perfume smells so good. And then it was kind of like a symphony. And then the other coworker, she's like, yes, I can, oh my God, it's cherry, right? And the other one is like, yes, oh my God, it smells so good, so soft, just so feminine and pretty. And I couldn't smell it. I couldn't smell it. I thought it kind of like, I can smell it on my skin, but I didn't think it was like radiating off of me. She's like, no, when you pass by, it just leaves a beautiful trail. And I was like, oh, tell me more. Like, what are you smelling? And they said cherry immediately, but there was like a soft woodiness about it. So I was just like, okay. And then of course I had to give the details or whatever, because remember, I don't tell people that I do YouTube at work. You know, keeping it professional. I don't need people tracking me down. But they absolutely loved how this smells. Like, to the point where I probably will give them like a little 5 ml decant or something. But I was like, oh my gosh, like, I can't really smell it like wafting around me. I can definitely smell it on my clothes, but I didn't think I was making that impact. And mind you, this meeting was at 2 o'clock. I sprayed this 7 o'clock in the morning. So the longevity is there. And clearly when I was just stomping through the office, people could smell me. So I was really, really happy about that because we love a compliment over here. I really enjoy this fragrance. It's different enough to the other cherry fragrances in my collection where I feel like if I wanted that cherry vibe in the daytime, this is what I would be rocking. And I have rocked it, which is evident of the dent. And I enjoy the fragrance. I really do. It's, to me, a little bit more on the mature side. However, I'm mature, so it's for me. So I really enjoyed it. But of course, we gotta talk about layering combinations around these parts. Y'all already know, anytime I'm going to break out some version of Baccarat, this is always going to be something that I layer. It lingers and layers beautifully. I try to bring out that bitter almond. Sometimes almonds smell like cherry, so that's the connection. You're gonna see a lot more of that, okay? And then I brought out 100 Silent Ways. This has quite a few notes in common. So there was sandalwood, there's some peach in here, and something else, I can't remember. But this super, super elegant daytime approach, I really, really love this. So you know that's one of my, I gotta layer it every time with my big 5. All right, so within the Navitus universe, immediately I was like, cherry, let me pick up my favorite cherry, Venom of Love. This has a bit of chocolate into it, so this kind of goes down more of a gourmand avenue, which I really did enjoy and I really, really like. And that's another thing. Navitus has been like kind of moving away from gourmand and really get into like fruity florals, which I have been enjoying. But keeping with gourmands, I had to do it. I had to do Baklava Royale. This already has some sort of honey, like a honeyed or is it roasted almond? I can't remember. But the nuttiness, I was like, okay. Adding a little bit cherry to the baklava flakiness, we were rocking with that, right? Then Amorous Intense, white chocolate and the florals. I think this has a rose note, if I'm not mistaken. This has does this have Turkish rose? Yeah, Turkish rose. This was a beautiful combination as well. Very feminine, very little niblets, okay? So I enjoyed that. And then, because this is the only other release from Navitus this year, and its counterpart, but Reverie Rouge, I wanted to bring out that floral vibe to it. So those were the Navitus fragrances that I really, really wanted to pair with them because, I love layering. But let's get deep into my collection, okay? Because it technically is still summer, all right? We're gonna go from cutesies into the deep dark, okay? So when I saw this, Valaya Exclusive, we have that almond note. So I was just like, oh, give it a hint of freshness, a little bit more of that cleanliness. And it's so, absolutely. This white and gold, you ain't gonna go wrong with that. This is exactly what your outfit is, right? So then we had the Orange Blossom. If we're thinking Orange Blossom, what are we thinking? I know, Killian, Love Don't Be Shy. However, I chose the extreme because it has what? It has rose in it. So I wanted to pick up that rose and blend it with the Orange Blossom with a hint of sweetness. I don't like too much sweetness. So I wanted to do that. It worked out fantastically. And then, of course, Oriana. It gave it a little bit more of a playful vibe. Of course, adding that whipped cream to it. Orange Blossom again, and it was really cute. I was like, I'm gonna do something with there, right there. I did try it with pink blush. This is supposed to be like a bougie, was it bougie yum marshmallow? Yes, bougie yum marshmallow. So I wanted to try it just with a little fun. Nothing too tough. So then moving into the deeps and the darks and the seductress, like we're moving into the winter time. Of course, I picked up Timmy Tom Tom Lost Cherry. Of course, I had to, because the clue is in the name, cherry. So one of my favorites. I brought out Angel Share. I wanted to get it a little bit spicy, a little bit more boozy, and I thought this was a different kind of vibe take. It just kind of took it on a different journey, and I was just like, okay, I see what I'm liking. I'm seeing what I'm doing right here. And then keeping with some sort of floral element, Atomic Rose. Oh boy. Oh boy, this Atomic Rose has really been like stepping it up, or I've just been paying more attention to you. But the spiciness of it kind of did it for me. It just was like something a little bit more mature, more like, ooh, who is that? It's me. I'm right here. So I really enjoyed that. Ooh. Something's on my hand and it really smells good. The last combination I actually did do is, what is this one? Valentino, the extra dose, bourbon vanilla. Yeah, I just sprayed that. I think I need to go ahead and upgrade this. This might be my actual first Valentino that I use, that I actually use, but really been enjoying extra dose. Really, really great. But then I wanted to keep it slightly nutty, slightly floral. She was here. Yes, these two I'm going to be using down for the fall. Oh my God, it can't come here quick enough, because this combination was fantastic. And let me just tell you, add a little bit of this. Add a little bit. Girl. I don't even think I should tell y'all about this, because but I wanted to get a little bit deeper, a little bit heavier. So I did break out my Forever Mood NDA. Remember, this has tobacco and a spice rum to it. This one was interesting. Y'all know I try to do something a bit more unexpected from time to time, because you never know what's gonna hit. And this one is interesting. I will say that. I'm not sure everybody will vibe with this combination, but it was different enough for me to talk about. And I enjoyed it. So I was like, it's cool, because it's got a little bit of tobacco. But the tobacco that I was just like, oh, absolutely. Kayali invite only. This actually does have cherry in it, and it has that tobacco in it. And this is the only tobacco right now that I've been vibing with. So to make it a little bit lighter, if you don't particularly love the tobacco, or you want to make this a little bit deeper, invite only was the way to go, because I believe both of these have the sour cherry in it. I'm like 97.1. Shout out to Hot 97. I'm pretty much sure, but Cheraye, you did a phenomenal job. I am so happy with your brand new collaboration, and the way it's looking. I'm gonna be working myself through this bottle for fall and winter. But guys, check out some of my other videos, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.